My entrepreneurial journey started when I was 14, not with a business plan, but with a broken iPhone and a problem I had to solve. I taught myself how to fix complex electronics and eventually build a business around it, becoming known as the iPhone Doctor. Today, I do the same thing, but for much bigger, more expensive problems. I'm Dennis Analoja, partner at AML, and as the Webflow Doctor, I help scaling companies diagnose and cure their biggest website pains, turning slow, underperforming websites into a high-performance growth engine. And today, we're going to talk about the strategic blind spot I see in almost every company with over 200 employees. It's a problem that quietly cost them millions in lost opportunities, wasted resources, and stalled campaigns. It's called the agility gap. By the end of this video, you will not only be able to diagnose if your company is suffering from this, but you will also have a clear and actionable framework to cure it for good. And make sure you stick around until the end because I have a free bonus resource that will help you put this framework into action immediately. So, what is the agility gap? It's a painful space between your company's ambition and your website's agility to keep up. Let me give you a real-world comparison to make this easier. Imagine you're the head coach of a championship caliber football team. You have elite athletes, a brilliant playbook, and a strategy designed to dominate your league. You're pretty much built for speed and precision. But your communication system, the headset that connects you to the coordinators and the quarterback, is from the 1990s. It's full of static, calls get dropped, and takes 30 seconds to relay and play that should take 5. It doesn't matter how talented your players are or how smart your plays are. If you can't communicate your strategy to the field in real time, you will lose to a less talented team with a much better communication system. Your website is your company's strategic communication system. It's how you relay your value proposition, your campaigns, and your solutions to the market. If it's slow, clunky, and unresponsive, your entire go-to-market strategy is crippled, no matter how good your product is. When I'm diagnosing a company for the agility gap, I look at 5 clear symptoms. See how many of these sound familiar. Symptom number 1, the marketing backlog. This is the most obvious system. Your marketing team has a list of 10 high-impact landing pages they need for campaign, but they can only get 1 launch per quarter. Their entire strategy is dedicated not by opportunity, but by the development queue's limited capacity. Ultimately, stalling anything that marketing wants to do from happening. The damage here isn't just a delay. It's that it trains your most creative, ambitious people to think smaller. They stop bringing ideas to the table because they know the system can't handle them. Your company's innovation pipeline shrinks to fit the size of your bottleneck, and it's a silent killer of creativity. Number 2, the Wild West backend. This is what your team feels every day. A client that actually gave this a name described their backend as the Wild West, where classes run rampant, and there's no standardized methodology. It's a tangled web of legacy code and conflicting plugins. And ultimately, everything starts to look just like a huge mess like this. A chaotic backend creates a massive key person dependency. Usually 1 or 2 people in the entire organization truly know how to make changes without breaking something. If that person is sick or busy or leaves the company, your most important marketing asset is effectively frozen. And this isn't just an inefficiency, it's actually a significant operational risk. Bringing me over to the third, the credibility crisis. So your website looks like it's from 2018, but your website is cutting edge 2025 technology. A high value client and investors notice this disconnect instantly. Our client Plan Switch came to us because their basic website didn't reflect their deep tech investor ready company. For a B2B company with high ticket service, your website is a direct reflection of your competence. An outdated, unprofessional website tells a potential client, if they can't get their own website right, how can I trust them with my complex business problem? It creates friction and doubt in the sales process, forcing your sales team to work harder to overcome a first bad impression you didn't even know you were making. Bringing me over to symptom number 4, the fear of asking. This is a cultural symptom. The development process has become so painful and so slow that your other teams, marketing, sales, even HR, simply stop asking for things. They know it's not worth the hassle. They start using inefficient workarounds, like sending PDFs instead of proper landing pages, because it's faster than dealing with the website. So marketing gets an idea, then they stop, and they look at the task list that dev has, and they think to themselves, oh, shoot, if we send this over, it might take 3 or 4 weeks before a dev gets to it. But if we look at the task list again, they already have a website project that they're currently working on that we sent in the week prior. And then we're in a never-ending backlog of going back and forth. But this deal that we have to close is tomorrow, and we need it like today, or we're going to lose it to competitors. So this is probably how a lot of your systems look like. And for a C-suite role, This is probably the most dangerous symptom because it's invisible. You don't see the ideas that were never pitched or the opportunities that were never pursued. Your company's growth potential is being capped by internal processes and friction. The best ideas are being left on the table because your team has simply just given up on the system, leading you over to the fifth symptom, the ROI black box. Leadership asked, what is the ROI of our website? And no one has a clear answer, ever, because your platform is too rigid to A/B test effectively. And as its integrations are broken, you can't connect the website's activity to the real business's outcome in your CRO. You could look at this drawing as a treasure chest. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. A website that you can't properly test or analyze forces your marketing team to make decisions based off of hunches, opinions, and not data, making it impossible to justify market spend, lead, and inefficient allocations of your most valuable budgets. You're absolutely flying blind. All this information is locked in the chest of the website's ROI. You're never going to be able to actually open it and see what your website is truly producing. So we diagnose the symptoms, but what are the actual hard dollar costs of this agility gap? This isn't just about frustration. It's about quantifiable drain on your resources and revenue. Let's break down the financial impact. Wasted payroll, opportunity cost, and brand devaluation. When we analyze this with our client, this is typically where the company falls in these three buckets. First, wasted payroll. Let's do the simple math. If you just have 2 marketing managers, one designer is spending 5 hours a week, and that's very conservative, dealing with website friction, meetings, revisions, and you're at a blended rate of $100 an hour, you're burning at least $6,000 a month or over $70,000 a year just on that inefficiency. That's a full-time salary spent on a problem that shouldn't even exist. Second, opportunity cost. This one's even bigger. What is the value of one enterprise deal for your company? 50,000, 100,000, or more. If a 6-week delay on a critical marketing campaign causes you to lose just 1 or 2 of these deals per year, you're looking at a 6-figure impact on your top line revenue. The agility gap directly delays revenue. Third, brand devaluation. This is the hardest to measure, but can also be the most damaging. An outdated, slow, unprofessional website erodes trust. For high-value B2B clients, credibility is everything. A poor experience can cause them to choose a competitor, even if your product is superior. You lose a deal before the sales team even gets a chance to speak. Now, when you add it all up, it's clear that an inefficient website isn't just an inconvenience, it's a significant financial drain. So what's the cure? It's not about hiring another developer or finding a new project manager. It's about making fundamental strategic shift and implementing what we like to call the modern ops framework. It's built on 3 foundational pillars designed to restore agility and turn your website into a true asset. The first one, the platform transplant. First, you have to get off your clunky, high-maintenance platform that is causing technical debt. Migrating to a platform like Webflow Enterprise is the foundation. Its clean architecture and powerful hosting on AWS immediately solves the problem for speed and reliability. But for enterprise, it's all about governance. Webflow provides the user roles and permissions you need to be able to allow different teams to work on the site safely. This isn't just about a new look, it's a transplant to a healthier, more secure, and more manageable system. Number 2, the system-based build. An expert partner doesn't just rebuild your pages, they build a system. This is crucial for long-term agility and has 2 parts. First, we create reusable component and symbols for all of your core brand elements, your navigation, your footers, your CTAs, and feature blocks. This means future updates are incredibly fast. Need to change a button across 100 pages? You edit the master code once and it's done in seconds. The second, arguably the most empowering part of the system, is a well-structured content management system. Instead of dozens of static pages, we build collections for your dynamic content, like blog posts, case studies, or team members or service pages. We define the structure once. Now, to add a new case study, your marketing team doesn't need a developer. They simply fill out a form in Webflow's clean editor, hit publish, and a perfectly designed new page is instantly created and published live. This is how you scale content with speed and consistency, empowering your non-technical teams to move faster. Pillar number 3, the integrated partnership model. Finally, you shift your process. Instead of a siloed ticket-based system, we become your web operations team, integrated directly into your workflow. Our growth partner model is built for this. So marketing comes up with an idea, comes into a shared Slack channel. Our dedicated project manager clarifies the requirement in real time. The task goes to our expert Webflow developers. A draft is posted back on the staging domain and delivered often the same day. You provide feedback, we revise, and then we launch. We've taken the loop of despair we drew earlier and turned into a streamlined asynchronous web workflow that moves at the speed of your business. When you make these two shifts to a modern platform and an expert partner, you don't just fix your website, you close the agility gap for good. You eliminate the wasted resources. Your marketing team campaigns launch on time. Your website transforms from a financial drain into a powerful accelerator for revenue. If this video resonated with you and you're ready to diagnose the specific bottlenecks in your organization, my team is here to help, offering a complimentary 30-minute session with our solutions engineering team. This isn't a sales call. It's a technical strategic workshop where we can do a deep dive into your website's health, analyze your current platform's limitations, and map out a clear path to achieving true website agility. Click the link in the description below to schedule your complimentary session now. And before you go, if you found this video valuable, please like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into Webflow and web strategy. Let us know in the comments if there's any topics you'd like to see us cover. As promised for sticking around to the end, we put together a comprehensive agility gap assessment checklist. It's a free PDF that will help you and your team score your own website's performance and identify your biggest bottlenecks. You can find the link to download that in the description as well. Until next time, Dr. out.